Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday, July 18th, 2026. My name is Teviot Fairservice, and I am the co-founder of Cat Beach. And I am here with cats. Say hello, Harry. Harry has a sister who is Mao, so Hari Mao is a tiger cat from Malaysia. And we're here in Penang, Malaysia right now, although you can broadcast and I last week I was in Indonesia. We can broadcast from anywhere in the world. And that's the joy of what we've got now with um, live streams and webinars and all kinds of possibilities of things. And what's coming up, we can have live events and we can have online events. And next week, we hope to have both. And so we're calling all cat lovers. What are you doing next weekend? And if you'd like to get involved in a cat-themed celebration of all things cats, we'd love to have you come and volunteer. We do have some places where people can stay, and we really, really enjoy having some more help to make this possible. We've got about 10 different activities places. We've got 30 different tables that people can sell things or give out information or share their cat care work. We'd love to have other organizations, NGOs join us. So we're just delighted that we can celebrate. And it's our 12th anniversary. July 2014 is when Cat Beach Sanctuary was founded. And we established Cat Lovers International Society in January of 2015. And we've been taking care of cats all that time. We went from about 100 cats to now more than 350. And we're really over capacity, but that's the reality of cat care. So here are some cats, in case you'd like to see some cats. Let me take this one out. I do love them very much. They are a constant source of entertainment, a constant source of clarity and fun. And you want to show me where you are? Look at these guys. Okay, one's on top of the cage, which is open. We're not enclosing them in the cages as much as possible. And one's in my chair. And I'm sorry, I'm looking into the light here. There's more on the floor. What are you doing down there, cat? There's cats. More cats. Lala. There goes a cat. And I just showed you my wheelchair. So that's another part of my message is just because you are disabled or lack of time or whatever possible excuse you can give, please think about having a cat in your life. There's a recent study that was done of more than 4,000 people that says you have 30 to 40%, maybe 37% better chance of surviving or not even having a stroke or heart attack if you have cats in your life. I think that's a fascinating kind of piece of information. because cats are known stress relievers. Although they can be pretty stressful sometimes when you've got 350 to take care of, or even more than one. So, what I wanted to talk about today was this this event that we're going to be doing, the Straits Key Mall in Tanjung Tokong on Penang Island in Malaysia, which is a beautiful mall, and it's a marina with multi-million-dollar yachts, and it's very beautiful there. And of course, it's by the sea, same sea that Cat Beach is on. So it makes a lot of sense because cats and the sea, they've gone together for centuries. But so we are going to be celebrating the 12th anniversary of Cat Beach at Straits Key Mall. And that will be really fun. Straits Key Mall is easy to get to, and Cat Beach is a little further out. Cat Beach is another probably 30 minutes in most cases drive from Straits Key, which is about 30 minutes from Georgetown. So the north shore of Penang Island, Cat Beach is at the far end. And so people say, oh, I can't come to Cat Beach, it's too far. Well, there is a bus 101 or bus 102 will take you right out to, and then it's about $6 walk and you're at the beach. You just head for the beach, you see some cats, you're in the right place. Straits Key is one of the few malls that we know of that actually allows people to bring animals. And they've done wonderful dog marathon runs and then different events where last month they did a pets meet and greet. They could actually come and touch a cat, touch a dog. For us, part of our emphasis here is on the idea of how can we get more cats adopted. Adoption is key. I don't know if I've lost connection there. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, with thing on and off, that's one of the issues with live streaming or with any kind of sharing. But today we're talking about the plans for next weekend and how anybody who's a cat lover, or at least an animal lover, could come to Straits Key and participate. And or if you can't make the event, we're hoping to do live streaming and having people connect with the event from wherever you are in the world. That's a very cool thing that is possible more and more as we get better and better technologies for this kind of thing. So please do feel free to come by next weekend and participate. Do you have a cat that you wanted to find a new home for? Well, make sure that you sign up with us. Send us a registration. Make sure that the cat has a collar or a leash if you're going to take it out. And it should have a cage or a nice carrier, and so that you can supervise it. But you could share your cat and with photographs and live stream and videos and all the possibilities that we've got, we're going to get more cats adopted. So that's one of the really important things about this Love Cats weekend. And you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. All you have to do is scan the QR code, and that will take you directly to our YouTube channel, which recently has gone over 100 people following, so we hope that we're going to build a lot of subscribers and a lot of support for the cats through weekly and more often than that, putting things up there. We've got about 90 videos up there that we've developed over the years, but we haven't really pushed on making YouTube an important central part of Cat Beach promotion. But we would love to have more. And so if you have come to Cat Beach and made a video and maybe you posted it up on Google, we would love to see it and maybe post it on our site as well. And we have a big Instagram presence with more than 19,000 followers. And it's a celebration. This next weekend is going to be a celebration of all things cat. It's the 12th anniversary of Cat Beach Sanctuary, and we're looking for ideas. The Idea Cat. If you have an idea of things that you would like to do, maybe make cakes, maybe we had the wonderful group of young chefs who made, what do you call it? They made, they made mice cookies. And that's a possibility, is you could make animal cookies. And we could certainly use those as part of our, let's see, part of the event is you could create some kind of baked goods. Or you could, if you have, we were just unboxing, and that's part of the fun of what we're going to talk about today is the Cat Museum. We have box after box after box of things that people have donated that are cat themed. And we're going to launch the Cat Museum. And that will be part of what you'll see when you come to the Love Cats weekend. Let's see if I can get us back. And of course, one of the things that we talk about on a daily basis is we need more help. We need more hands-on taking care of these cats. And we just would really love to have people able to go out to these events. The following weekend, there's another one called Pet Expo at Spice Arena. And we would love to have some more people who would volunteer to help us out by running a booth or a table, helping us sell things, handing out handouts, and really maybe even teaching a little bit about cat care. And that is one of the big efforts that we're trying to make this year is education through cat care. So we are hiring, and you could be a voice for cats. You could even become a shelter business manager or a shelter manager. And certainly we are always looking for help with veterinary and medical kinds of care. So if you'd like to get a very interesting life, I know for myself, I find it very interesting. There's always something more to learn. Cats are amazing teachers, and there's so much to learn about cat care. That also applies to life for humans as well. So if you would like to get involved in the cat care world as a volunteer, as a virtual volunteer online, and certainly we'd love to have you come out to Cat Beach and help us there. We are always looking for people to be reception, to do cat care cleaning, medications, all kinds of stuff. There's always so much we all can do to help the cats. And we'll talk about it more in our monthly newsletter, which if you would like to subscribe is very easy to get. All you have to do is send a message to our hot link, our, what do you call it? The WhatsApp chat. We call it the Cat Beach Helpline. And the helpline is +6 017 575 3419. I'll post it again later, but we can send you the monthly news, but we also have the Daily Muse. And that's where people keep asking us every single day about cats and could we take in many more cats? And we have to say no because we're over capacity, but we can connect people to other people who could help them. There's a lot of things that the Cat Beach Helpline can do. Certainly, if they're looking for a missing cat, or we're looking for, a carer while you're away, sending something to the Cat Beach Helpline, we will do our very best to help every cat that we hear of, and certainly every cat carer that we can. So for this event, the Love Cats Weekend, we've been trying to think of different kinds of ideas and coming up with many, many inspirations. So I'm going to put up some more of that. We welcome your ideas. Anybody who wants to come up with a project. How about something artistic? How about something that is creative in some way, or informational? Anything that you would like to do. Certainly games and quizzes and photo contests, and there's all kinds of things. And we also have a program that we've done on and off called Earn, Learn, and Volunteer. The idea being, if you make baked cookies, for example, you could give half of the sales or a quarter of the sales or something to the cats, and also have some money in your own pocket. That's a nice cooperative kind of thing. And that can be for any kind of sales. And we're always looking for more ideas of things that we can do that are fun. And that is, for me, probably the most important message about Cat Beach, is that we want people to experience the joys of cats and to really love cats the way that we all do as cat lovers. And as, people who have been touched by cats. Certainly there are a lot of dog lovers who eventually meet a cat and their lives are changed. So we can do quizzes. We will do those at this event. We will we are working on certification. So if you want to become a cat care expert, we will be able to certify that. So we ask that you join us. You could be a vendor. You could be a leader of an activity. You could present. And we have this beautiful outdoor stage. I'll show you in a few minutes. And that's really where the center of all of this is going to happen, is going to be right there at the outdoor stage. And throughout the evening, it starts from 4 o'clock till 10 o'clock, but actually we'll probably start earlier. They said we can start setting up at 2, so you can set up your table and start selling at 2 o'clock if you wanted to get going. But through the evening, from 4 o'clock on, we will have some kind of presentation going on, or we'll have music. We have certainly lots and lots of cat music. And of course, you'll have a chance to meet cats that are in cages there. And hopefully we can take some of them out on leashes and with collars. And so if you want to do a presentation, we've got some interesting ones coming up. One is this group that has started a smart feeding project where it has a camera, and we're getting Wi-Fi at Cat Beach, and you'll be able to see live stream of cats at Cat Beach as they come to eat from this feeder that will feed them, and you can raise money to feed the cats through that way. That'll be an interesting thing. We were going to have the mayor of Penang. We have heard wonderful news that there will be some new cat and dog shelters happening in Penang, and we wanted to know more about that. Apparently something came up and the mayor can't come after having said he would, but we will still find out more about that, and we will make live streams about it, and because I think it will affect the future of Cat Beach, what happens with the local council and the state government and the policies of the country about cats. And certainly another group that I'm excited about, there is a representative from Execute AWA, AWA being the Animal Welfare Act of 2015. And this is a group that's actually got a big following now throughout Malaysia with the idea of pushing the government into actually prosecuting the terrible, terrible situations that come up, those people who should be in jail or, in my opinion, off the planet. And so Execute AWA will be sending a representative and talking about the issues that, particularly with abuse, animal abuse, and with the idea of supporting the government to have more enlightened laws. The Animal Welfare Act of 2015 is pretty cool. It's got lots of great information, lots of great ideas about how things should be better in the country, but somebody needs to enforce them. So that's part of what their efforts are doing. And we're also reaching out to other organizations. I'm very excited that my mentor and our close friends from Four Paws, the dog shelter, which is up the street, there would not be a Cat Beach if it were not for Barbara Jansen, the founder of Four Paws. So she's the one who introduced me to that situation and to Mr. Nana. And so there's a story there. So I'm excited. Someone from Four Paws will come and speak at our event. So there's lots of great stuff coming up. And so we'll be starting from 4 o'clock. There will be a presentation going on. Most of the time, we'll probably take some breaks, but there's also lots of activities that we can live stream and we can broadcast with them as well. So some of the activities like contests, we certainly will do a lucky draw. We're looking at doing a silent auction because we're going to, as I say, start the cat museum. And the cat museum actually has some things like books where right now, one of our volunteers is going through a box of books and finding these wonderful cat-themed books. Some of those could be bid upon and both online and at the event. And we could, at the end of the event, award that book to the person who bid the highest. So that's one thing that we're working on. And certainly, if we do a contest, or if you want to put together a contest to take place, we would have T-shirts from Cat Beach. We've just put in another order for those. We have gift certificates. We have a pretty nice little charity shop and over at Cat Beach, and we'll have a lot of those things there at the event at Straits Key. And then lucky cats, because Cat Beach cats, vax, snip, and chip. We want to have them vaccinated. We want them all to be sterilized and all of them to be microchipped in order to be a Cat Beach cat. So both online at Cat Beach, at the Straits Key event, and we can have both online registration and also paper. You take a quiz. What do you know about cats? We certainly have a lot of things that we can talk about with cats. Let's look at this cat. Hi, Sleepyhead. Hi, Sleepy. Sound asleep. And at Straits Key and at Cat Beach and online. So 3 different places that things can happen. This is, let's see if I can get this in better position. We've got many, many ideas, but I think one of the most important things is this idea of getting creative. come on out to Cat Beach and paint a cat. Not a pet. Don't paint on the cat. Paint on the walls. Paint on the murals. I would love to see a sand sculpture contest happening at Cat Beach. There's so many things that we can all do, and certainly we would have children getting creative, making cat masks, cat makeup, cat, anything we can do, and that's part of the fun of celebrating cats. And we do have confirmation of several things. We're just still lining things up. But this is sort of the basic configuration. And most of it, I think, is going to be confined to the floating stage area. So what happens is you arrive at Cat Beach, you arrive at Straits Key Mall, and you park your car, and you come in, and you come through the main courtyard. And from the main courtyard, you step out to the marina, and you go down some steps, and straight ahead of you is the floating stage. And there will be an entrance place, and we will ask people to maybe donate or somehow share with us. And then you would be permitted to walk across the bridge, and you're on this floating stage. And up on the stage itself, we will certainly have presenters, and we will have hopefully projections. We will certainly have the displays of the new cat museum. And around we will have cages full of cats that you can meet and activities that you can do. So that's a very simple plan. And it can be bigger if you decide that you want to come and participate, because all the way around the floating stage is a huge sort of C-shaped area with restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. There's a Mexican restaurant just to the left of the entrance there. There's Healy Max, the wonderful Irish pub. There's the Sea Queen restaurant, the Chinese banquet hall. There's all kinds of wonderful restaurants at Straits Key. And in front of them, there's this quite wide sidewalk area where you can set up a booth and be part of this event. And we have some tables and chairs and things available if you want to come and do something there. So this floating stage event is really going to be focused out on the floating stage, but also surroundings, because it's a pretty big area. So that's what this floating stage looks like when you step out of the mall part. And it is beautiful. What a beautiful spot for us to have our 12th anniversary of Cat Beach. And we've been going there for years, especially with their Christmas events. They often invited the NGOs or non-governmental organizations and nonprofit organizations, particularly in animal welfare, to come to participate at this mall and marina. So you can see the floating stage is floating out there. I don't think it's actually floating. I think it is tied down in some way, but it does feel like it. And there are beautiful multi-million-dollar yachts all around, and then the Andaman Sea beyond. And you can see the straits that go down to Georgetown. It is just a gloriously beautiful spot. And of course, there's an example of having a table there and having people crowd around. It's great fun, these kind of events. And so here you can see looking back from the stage down the bridge, and that would be people would be admitted. That's me in the wheelchair there. And I do plan to get there. So we are very much new. This has only been about 2 months of planning, and we hope to make it an annual event. And there are all kinds of themes to it that emerge as we think about cats and events and the sea. Certainly new designs for t-shirts. I heart cats, like I heart New York. I'm a New Yorker. Cat Lovers Unite. for me, right now, Cat Lovers Unite seems to be the strongest thing that I would like to say with this event. Um, and that is, in part, I'd love to see some of the other organizations come and be involved. Oh, look who's here. Hello, hello. Nice to see you too. Okay, so let's help cats, and that's have a cat in your life to give you your best life, and you can give a cat its best life. So we are looking for people to help us with coordination, with reception, with registration, with tech, because that could be quite amazing. We could really do a lot with AV and decorative things. We've got lots and lots of decorations and sets and props and signage. That's a big one. And people who can demonstrate how to take care of a cat and lead activities, making cardboard cat toys, that kind of thing. So we will have a table where they'll be set up with the tech. We've got lots of, I'm hoping to get a number of TV monitors. How many we get is another question. But we will sort of have an adoption area with cages, and hopefully we'll have cameras so you can see the kitties. And we want people to know about pre-adoption, the things that you need to be thinking about, because you can't just, you'd have to be an exceptional person for us to allow you to take the cat home directly from this event. The cats need to go to the vet, be checked out by the vet. That's how we do it, is we have a representative from Cat Beach go with the cat to one of the veterinarians, and you meet them there as the adopter. And if the veterinarian says this cat is sick, which 99% of the cats that we get are sick when they arrive, or catch something, because there's 350 cats. Just like in any school or large company or whatever, there's always little germs that pass through. So we would love to have the cats checked before you take them home. And if the doctor says it's going to be expensive and there's going to be costs to take care of this cat, and you're not willing to do that, then at least we have somebody there to take the cat back to Cat Beach, and we will continue to care for it. But what's really wonderful is when people say, oh, here's a cat with special needs. Maybe it has missing a leg, or it needs some kind of medical issues, or its mouth or ears or eyes or something. And somebody steps up and is willing to help us take care of the veterinarian costs and veterinary visits. The transport can be very difficult for us. So as an adopter, that is one of the many things that you've got to think about if you are going to adopt a cat. And we have lots of suggestions and information, more than 25 questions that you should ask yourself. We have a book called Your New Cat, and we want adopters to be the best cat carers that they can be. We certainly want to do kids' activities, and this is, again, part of our effort here is at Straits Key on this particular weekend and every weekend out at Cat Beach. In fact, every day at Cat Beach. Cat Beach is always open. We can do all kinds of fun things. We can do cat art, cat crafts, cat music, cat dance, cat games, cat, whatever your imagination can come up with, we would love to support it. And certainly we'd love to see kids fall in love with cats, because that's the future of cats' welfare. And we believe that being raised with a cat, I know in my own life it's very true, kids become gentler, more compassionate, more clearly empathetic, so that they understand pain, they understand how much and how little attention to give to things. So there's some really important lessons for children in having a pet, and in particular for those of us who love cats. Of course, we love dogs as well, but cats are easier to take care of than dogs. I don't know, dogs have to be walked, dogs have to go out, dogs have to have this, dogs have to that. Cats will sleep 10 to 12 hours, sometimes 12 to 16 hours a day. They don't need as much attention as a dog. So we're promoting cats, but we do love dogs. See if I can get that to change. Something we've started doing at Cat Beach, which is really fun, is making cat toys. And it can be as simple as crumpling up a newspaper and throwing it down and having the cats chase it. The cats need enrichment. They need to have fun, like people do. But cats, they can get bored, and then they get depressed, and then it can be fatal. So we do want to have them constantly having something fun going on in their lives. And making cat toys, it could be you tie it on a string and you dangle it from a stick, and the cats chase it and they have fun. It doesn't have to be expensive, but there are expensive things. We do have some interactive cat toys that we sell now that were you plug them into USB and then you put them down and the cats can chase it all over the house. So there's lots of things that we can do, and we have many, many ideas. So if you have cardboard tubes, tissue tubes, or toilet tissue tubes, or kitchen towel tubes, or cardboard boxes, and cats, as you know, love boxes. And you will be amazed. You can make scratching toys. You can make very cool kitty cat castles. So we've had wonderful fun with this idea of making cat toys. And I don't know why the slide's not changing. And cardboard also, out of cardboard. Even puzzles you can make with holes, and the cats have to dig in and try to get some cat food out of the inside of a puzzle, out of a box. Lots of things we can do that are creative and fun. And certainly, we also now are more and more at Cat Beach are teaching about grooming cats. And that's another table we want to have set up. If you do know how to groom a cat and you would like to help us, we would love to have you, because somebody needs to demonstrate that we do have broom brushes and flea combs, and we want people to check eyes, ears, noses, and skin. And we teach about tracking the health of the cat. And that's a really important part of Cat Beach work, of things that we can do, is Cat Care 101, how to give your cat the very best life. And that means not just your cat, your pet cat at home, but also being able to see the community cats that are around you. They're everywhere, and Penang in particular, because the weather's good, why not? And they're not getting vaccinated and they're not getting spayed. Until very recently, there's been very little effort that way, but there are some good new groups and this exciting new developments with the council that looking after cats. There have been some really good efforts for dogs over the last 10 years. It's time now for cats to get the same kind of level of care. As Mahatma Gandhi said, the measure of a society, or I can't quote it right now, but the measure of a society is based on how they treat their animals. And that really, there are a lot of really kind people here in Penang who are very good for the cats. But that's meant that there's a lot of cats and they're not getting some of the really important things like vaccination and sterilization to keep the number of kittens down. And that's one reason we have Cat Beach, is because there are so many kittens, and there shouldn't be. We are excited about having sales tables, and our dear friend at Hugs and Mugs, Miss B, is bringing over cat food. She does negotiations with suppliers and gets discount cat food, and then she helps the shelters and the feeders to get these less expensive but good quality materials. And she, at a number of events, has done where she has a donation box and people put in they buy some cat food and then they put it in the donation box and then it gets taken back to Cat Beach. That's really cool. We also have another friend that's been with us for many years is the Miyako. And Sally down in KL from early days offered 15% of their proceeds go to Cat Beach to help the cats. And they bring in beautiful things from Japan. And of course, they get artists. And there's this wonderful series of The Traveling Cat. And we want to offer that. And that will be there at this event. And it's also available at the charity store in Tuluk Baham. And right there on the Cat Beach Sanctuary, just as you come in the door, you can go into this room that was built, again, by a volunteer, where there wasn't a room. It was just an old, horrible, broken metal place. And we're very grateful to this gentleman who built an entire charity shop room for us. And then we have donors who've made, our friend Ursa, she makes beautiful cat jewelry. And we've got, of course, T-shirts and other things that are there for sale and that will be for sale at the event. So, and online, the Second Chances charity shop online. We also have things that people have donated that are not cat themed, but we have those going up on our online shop, and we will probably have an area of, for example, animal prints and vintage clothes and ethnic clothes. And we've worked hard to try to get these things in good condition so that you could get some beautiful things. And we certainly have lots of toys, lots of figurines, not necessarily all of cats. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Lots of costume jewelry. And again, these are things that people have donated with the idea that if we can sell them, that we could have some more money in to help take care of the Cat Beach cats. So are very, very grateful for that. We're constantly trying to volunteer, recruit. We're excited about this group called RASMA, Roots and Shoots, founded by the wonderful Jane Goodall. And this year we have 31 volunteers enrolled, including maybe more than half, maybe 2/3 of them being remote volunteers, or what we call virtual volunteers, or VBers, and then another maybe third who are coming actually to Cat Beach and to this Love Cats event, and you could meet them. And they would help us also to recruit more people. So we would love anybody who loves cats could help to make a difference, and you could be a Cat Beach volunteer. In person, or virtually, remotely. And education for us is a really big thing. And one of the things that we want to really use the Cat Museum to do is to help build education about cat care. And we see some mistakes being made, and we see also just communities need to step up and get these cats that are on the streets the best kind of care. And in your own home, we want to make sure that everybody's going to look after the cats well. So we're going to be starting this cat museum. We have over 150 boxes of stuff, and one of the things that we want to do at the event is maybe some unboxing and see what that looks like. And then we'll have reception. So if you wanted to buy something, or you want to know how to get to Cat Beach, or you want to make a donation, which is really crucial, you can make miracles. So just go to the reception table, and we will have information and handouts and all kinds of things, including how to surrender a cat. And the reality is that we cannot accept any more cats, although if we can get a cat adopted that makes space. So that's the really important thing. So it's sort of worked out as a ratio about maybe 1 cat a week gets adopted, and about 5 cats a week people want to send. It's actually more like 7 cats a week. At least once a day, somebody will ask us, can you take in some more cats? And we'll have to say no, because we just don't have the space or the staff or the money to take care of them. But we can do a lot. We can give each other options. We can find alternatives. We can find all kinds of places that cats can go and people that might be interested in becoming the adopter. So be in touch. And then please do the work to take care and find a home, and don't just dump it at the cat shelter, because we can't handle it, but somebody could have a wonderful cat in their life if you'll do the work. And you can do it online, and there are all kinds of things. And so we're going to be excited to invite in NGOs, in particular our dear friends at Four Paws, and it's going to be a pretty exciting event. So on that note, after 36 slides, I wanted to say thank you to all cat lovers. We love you, cat lovers, and sharing the idea of cats and how we can take care of them. So please watch us on YouTube, and we're putting up something every Sunday. What are you going to be doing next weekend? We hope that you'll come and meet us at Straits Key, and then that you'll come out another half an hour drive and get out to Cat Beach and meet the cats in person there. So if you want to know more about Love Cats Weekend, there's this YouTube that we've just made, and all you have to do is send us a WhatsApp message on the Cat Beach helpline, and I'll put that number up in a minute. So we hope that you'll support Cat Beach. You can find the cats on Pet Finders. catbeachpenang.org is now the new website. We had to move from .com. How can you help cats? Let's see if I can get this to play. There are all kinds of ways. We want you to adopt. Donate, educate, volunteer, and certainly we want people to work with us at Cat Beach and visit Cat Beach. How can you help cats? Adopt, donate. Financially, we're at 365,000, about 1,000 ringgit a day. So your every penny helps. Educate, and that's really, really important, because that makes the job of taking care of cats so much better for everybody. Volunteer, work with cats, and come on out and visit Cat Beach. It's open every day from 9 o'clock in the morning until it's dark, which is usually about 8 o'clock in the evening, and never closed, because there's no days off from taking care of cats. My name is Teviot Fairservice. I'm the co-founder of Cat Beach Sanctuary, and we're celebrating 12 years with the Love Cats event at Straits Key Mall next weekend. Thanks very much. Hope to see you at Straits Key, and even more to see you at having fun with cats and enjoying the cats at Cat Beach Sanctuary. Thanks.